In this very special episode of Beyond NYC, we travel to Istanbul.
Beautiful airport here. It's huge. I think it's the busiest in Europe.
That's right, me. In 2022, 64.5 million passengers passed through this 5-star airport, making it the busiest airport in all of Europe and the 7th busiest airport in the world. Istanbul is the largest city in the Republic of Turkey. Historically, it's been the capital of the Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman empires and stands on 7 hills. Each of those hills is crowned with the city's renowned, spectacular mosques. Istanbul is also famous for the many cats that roam the streets. Istanbul is a city of bright colors, amazing smells, and even better tastes. With world-renowned spices, coffee, and their delicious, sweet delight baklava, join us as we explore all the tastes of this historic metropolis.
Hey everyone, Michael here. We've gone way beyond the limits of where we usually go. We're now in the beautiful city of Istanbul, Turkey, for a very special episode of Beyond NYC. Whenever I hear about the food in Turkey, I hear 2 things. 1, that it's delicious, and 2, that it's very, very affordable. We're going to put both of those things to the test today. In my hand, I have 500... Ooh. It's gone, right? Like it just flew off the balcony. 100 lira. About $4. Hang on. Okay. Please don't fall out of my hand. You know what? We'll start with it in my hand so that doesn't happen again. In my hand is 500 Turkish lira, which is equivalent to about 20 US dollars. We're going to go out there. We're going to see how much street food we can get for 500 lira. We're going to go until we either run out of money or I run out of room in my stomach, whichever comes first. I'm so excited. Let's get going. So I really can't think of a better way for us to start our Istanbul street food challenge than at a place to get one of Turkey's most famous street meals, doner kebab. It is right outside the campus of Istanbul University. One of their beautiful towers is right there overlooking us. It's a very interesting place. It's a local favorite, and it's just kind of a stand right there where you pick up your food, and then there's actually somewhere across the street to go eat it. I really can't wait to give it a try. Like, I can already kind of smell it from here. It's in this beautiful shopping area. There's so many people, but yet it still kind of stands out as an amazing place. So let's go check it out. I'm hungry.
Ekmek arası seviyorum.
One.
Neyse. Bir tane. Bana söyleyeceğim.
I cannot express to you how good this smells. They were cutting the doner. It's lamb, usually. You just got that sensation while you're standing on that line. It's really interesting. It's such a street food experience. There's a nice little area across the street where you can sit. I got the smallest portion, just the quarter bread right there. If you take a look, beautiful fresh bread, the doner meat. There's pickles and peppers and tomato right here. Just very, very simple, but it looks absolutely delicious. Let's get it while it's hot. Cheers. Oh man, that is unbelievable. Look at this meat. That's some of the most tender, flavorful meat I've ever had in my life. And, you know, mixed with this delicious bread, the tomatoes, the peppers, the pickles, everything goes so amazingly well together. Oh man, like you could just eat this meat by itself. Honestly, and it'd be a delicious meal. That's what you travel 11 hours by flight for. That's amazing. Well, for our next stop, we're actually going to stop at each of these next 3 stalls here. So one thing about Istanbul is there's food stalls everywhere. The first place, they have something called a Kestane Kebab, which are actually these grilled chestnuts. They're very smoky looking, very smoky tasting, like barbecued chestnuts. And next to it is called Mizir, which is like the same thing but with corn. So it's like a grilled corn on the cob. Let's get started. Hello, marhaba. Do a 100 gram and 1 koz mesir. Yeah. Thank you. Teşekkür ederim. Yep. Hot. Well, first, the corn. Take a look at it. It's just beautifully. There's some salt on there, too. Look how nicely grilled that is. Look how beautiful. It is steaming hot. I want to get started with it right away. So, let's give it a try. I'll tell you what. I love corn on the cob. It's absolutely one of my favorite things. It makes me think of the backyard barbecues I used to have at home. Because we always just have corn on the cob with it. But usually we would just boil it. We wouldn't usually grill it. So this is a little different. This is wonderful. So next let's try the Kestane right here. And to anybody watching this who may speak Turkish, I apologize for any mispronunciation. I'm doing the best I can. But this Kestane is basically grilled chestnuts. Anytime you walk by them, they smell unbelievably good. I've never had nuts on the grill before, so I'm very excited to give this a try. So, let's see. Really sweet, actually. I don't know if they marinated first or if they put sugar on. It's good. And then behind it, there's a stall where you can get what's called the Islak Burger. It's basically a small, very damp burger inside the bun. Hello, 1 burger? This is the Islak Burger. First of all, it's very hot and very wet. Basically, it's kind of a damp burger with a really big bun, and the patty's a little smaller than it would be for a traditional hamburger. It's covered in what looks like ketchup. I can't really tell what sauce that is. It doesn't have any extras. There's no pickles, no onions, no cheese, lettuce, tomato, just a regular plain burger with a big bun. Very curious to try it. Let's see. Oh, I like that a lot. It's really tasty. Honestly, it's not ketchup. I think it's like tomato sauce or something like that. It tastes almost like one of those sandwiches you get at like an Italian restaurant or pizza takeout place that has all the tomato sauce in it and the meat in the middle. It's wonderful. Like the sauce kind of gets caught in the bun so well. The burger patty, it's not seasoned a whole lot, but still gets you a nice meaty taste. And this sort of damp burger keeps it tasting very fresh. It doesn't dry out at all. So, sometimes burger patties, they dry out a little bit, or sometimes you'll eat a burger and it's too dry. But this actually gives it a lot of nice, greasy flavor to it without being too overly greasy, like a burger in America can be. This is really good. It's really interesting. I like it. After that, there's a place called Simit, a dish called Simit, which is basically just a Turkish bagel. It's kind of flat. You see them in a lot of places that have breakfast, pastries, things like that. 1 Simit. Thank you. This here is called a Simit. This is sort of a flat Turkish version of a bagel. It's got sesame seeds all over it. A bagel is a little thicker and smaller. This is a little wider, and it's a little bit thinner than a regular traditional burger. And, of course, we usually have cream cheese or lox in ours in New York. This is just plain. You can get them with cheese or Nutella or cream. I just chose to get it plain because I want to get a sense for the actual regular taste of it. Not bad. It's definitely different from a burger. I mean, from a bagel, as far as what my experience is. This is not all that soft. Like this, a little crunchier. Maybe it's just not quite at its peak freshness, but it's still good. Like I really always love sesame seed tastes. This almost has a little bit more of a texture of a pretzel than a bagel, so if that makes any sense. So I'd be curious to try it with Nutella next time. So if you're a fan of our channel, you're probably a little bit familiar with our next stop. We actually just filmed a short there where it was that lamb sandwich, or in Turkish, kokorec. So a kokorec, as I mentioned, is basically a grilled lamb meat sandwich. They mix it up with a bunch of peppers and tomatoes. They throw it on a bun where the bun kind of sucks up all the nice juice from the meat and the juice from the tomatoes and peppers. It makes it really, really good. They throw it in some spices, and it was just one of my favorite things I've had so far in Turkey. Kokorec? Yes. Just the one, 35, yeah. Yeah, yes, please. Here is my kokorec. Here it is right there. Lots of little meats and peppers. They throw in some tomatoes. Looks beautiful. It's basically ground up meat from the lamb. They make it a little bit spicy. They'll throw in some red pepper flakes. They grill it. They put it on sort of a rotisserie. They grill the bread along with it so that it gives it this nice crunchy flavor. The bread is really nice and fresh. Let's give it a try. Mm-hmm. Absolutely fantastic. It's so meaty and smoky, and just this amazing grill taste. Like the meat is so flavorful and good. Having it mixed with the tomato and the peppers, all thrown on top of the bread, where the bread kind of soaks up the grease from the meat and all the other juices from the peppers and tomatoes, just makes it this amazing, delicious sandwich. I've never had a sandwich like this before I came here to Turkey, and this is amazing. Like I think this this is pretty awesome. Well, today's a very hot summer day here in Istanbul, so what better way to cool down after we've been walking around in this heat than some ice cream? Specifically, Dondurma, which is Turkish-style ice cream. So Dondurma has become somewhat famous on the internet because there are all these guys on the streets of Istanbul that do all these kind of crazy tricks with it. You'll order some ice cream, they'll take it away from you, all that stuff. Well, I decided I'm in for some no-nonsense ice cream because ice cream is serious business for me. We decided to come to this location, this beautiful location, which actually has one of Istanbul's most popular local ice cream spots tucked away right there in the corner. So I can't wait to try it and cool down a little bit. Go inside. You want to get one, baby? One chocolate. Thank you. We could do 2 pieces of baklava. We got 2 lovely desserts. This is the dondurma. I got chocolate. So it's chocolate ice cream. It's as simple as that, but Turkish style. Oh, wow. I know you can't feel it, but on a hot day like today, it's very hot here in Istanbul today. This is absolutely wonderful and refreshing. It's wonderful. Nice, light, refreshing chocolate ice cream. So, That's good. When in Turkey, you gotta have baklava. This wouldn't be a Turkish video without baklava if we decided to go for some dessert. I got 2 slices of it right there. I think it's okay to eat with my hands here. Cheers. Mmm. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I love baklava. This is some of the best I've ever had. This is looks like with pistachio, but it's just so good and sweet. There's honey, which I know is one of the main ingredients in baklava, but you know the honey mixed with the pistachio is just so good. I absolutely love it. It's not stale at all. It's at its perfect freshness. Amazing ice cream, amazing baklava, amazing life. And I'm already starting to feel a little bit full. We're still not even halfway through. We still got work to do. Let's not waste any more time. Come on. Our next place is something that you might not expect to find here on the streets of Istanbul. This is called Ortakoy Kumpir. So Ortakoy Kumpir is actually basically just a big baked potato. And what they do is they mash up the insides, they throw in whatever you want. You can get vegetables on top, you can get salads, you can get meat. Really whatever it is they have, you can get. It's most well known in the Ortakoy district of Istanbul, but right now we're not there. Because it's a little bit far away from where we are. We're actually right near Sultan Ahmet Park, and we're going to go check out this Ortakoy Kumpir stand that is right here, right near the park. I can't wait to give it a try because you know how much I love potatoes. Let's go. Just one. Yeah, yogurt, corn, and then the butter cheese mix. In there too. Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much. So here is our kumpir. Sort of a mashed potato inside of a baked potato. We decided to get ours topped with yogurt sauce, peppers, and corn, and a little bit of this butter and cheese mixture. Shout out to my man Mehmet over there who made this up for us. So thank you, Mehmet. Let's give it a try. Oh, wow. Everything is delicious. I've never had a potato like this. There's you know, corn and the peppers and the yogurt sauce, but you taste absolutely everything at its absolute best. As you know how much I love corn, as I said earlier in the video, that taste is there. The peppers have this nice, amazing sweetness to it, along with the yogurt sauce that's kind of light and still very flavorful. And then the butter and cheese mixture is amazing. It's like loaded mashed potato topped with all the stuff inside the potato skin. It's unique. Like it's unique to mainly that one area of Istanbul, Ortakoy, right? And they just brought it right here into the middle of this park with all these museums. Pretty amazing. I love it. Our next dish, a delicious Turkish-style pizza called Lahmachun. And they're equally delicious pita flatbread hybrid called Pide. It's just around this corner. Cannot wait to dig in. It's become one of my favorite Turkish foods. Hello, how are you? Thank you. We'll do one lahmacun and one pide. Thank you. Thank you. This here is Lahmachun. It's a sort of a Turkish version of like flatbread pizza. It's similar dough to pizza, but they put a lot of minced meat and peppers and other little things on top. It's really, really, really wonderful. I've had it a lot since we've been here in Turkey. So, I guess Turkish pizza is the best way to describe it, I suppose. So, let's dig in. Oh boy, you hear that crunch? Absolutely delicious. Everything's so perfectly flavorful too. All the minced meat there, the peppers, the tomatoes. There's no cheese on it, but it tastes like there's cheese on it. Like it has so much flavor to it. Like it really, really actually does taste like pizza. So great job, Turkey. Boy. Boy. Teşekkür ederim. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Pide. This is another sort of flatbread pizza-like meal here in Turkey, another very popular street food. It's got similar ingredients. It's got that same basic dough, the minced meat and the peppers and everything on top. It actually tastes more like a pita, sort of like a cooked pita with all the stuff on top of it, as opposed to lahmacun, which is more of a flatbread style taste. I've actually had quite a few of these in Turkey since I've been here, not just here, but we were in Antalya before. All the buffets had this pide as well. So, but I haven't had it on the streets in Istanbul yet, so I'm very excited. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh, another crunch. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It tastes a lot like the lahmacun, but it's actually like a little more breading to it. Is the best way for me to describe it. It's a little thicker. There's a little more to it, a little more depth. If you guys are able to see. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. So much flavor, so much amazing. I love it. I might finish all of this. This is delicious. Delicious. So thank you for the delicious food. Yeah, teşekkür ederim. Anything you want to say to YouTube about?
Afiyet olsun. Bence yormayın. Bence yormayın.
Yes.
Sizi memnun ettiğimiz için çok teşekkür ederim. Gene bekleriz sizi. Her zaman tekrardan teşekkür ediyorum.
Teşekkür ederim.
What's the name?
Serdar.
Sardar, and your name? Mahmoud. Mahmoud Sardar. Got it.
So much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Delicious.
Thank you.
Delicious. Yep. Wow, what a delicious meal. That lahmacun, that pide, absolutely outstanding. Anybody, whether you live in Istanbul or you're visiting Istanbul, you absolutely must visit. It's an absolute must go. All right, so just to give you an idea of where we are money-wise, bring our total down to 33.5 lira remaining. But I have about no capacity remaining in my stomach right now. So I think we're going to have to call it right there. Somehow we didn't make it through our entire budget. All right, let's go relax to the hotel and we're going to wrap it all up. All right, so we're back relaxing at the hotel with a belly full of street food. Just to recap everything we had to eat today. We had a doner kebab, roasted corn on the cob, roasted chestnuts, a simit, an Islak Burger, ice cream, baklava, a Kokorec sandwich, Ortakoy Kumpir, Lahmachun, and a Pide. All of that for a grand total of 466.5 lira. Still leaving us with about 33.5 lira in our budget, which is just amazing. The conclusion is you could have a feast here in Istanbul on the streets without even spending a full $20. The food is just as affordable as it is delicious. I'm sure some Istanbul locals in the comments can even give us some probably even more affordable places to get those exact dishes, so feel free to do so if you feel compelled. And for everybody else, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you want to support our channel, please do feel free to subscribe and like this video. Give us a shout in the comments if you want to communicate with us. And I can't wait to have you along for all of our adventures in New York and outside the city, across the world. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.